There we are. Let me unmute you guys and let's find out if desktop audio works again. Talk to me. Let me see if we can hear you guys. Of course it doesn't. So now I got to turn you all up separately. So I was just talking to everybody at the beginning before everybody else joined that there's a change to OBS. We are live.
Yes.
All right. So I would like people to introduce themselves and go around while I make sure your audio is working. Let us start with Menridin.
Hello. I am Cloverbeat. I play Menridin, the Triton Fathomless Warlock. And I'm super excited to finally bring my friends to my area of the neighborhood. And hopefully they won't die.
All right. Go ahead, Ella.
My name is Ella Darling. I play Piranha. Piranha is a half-elf ranger who likes to very critically think about every situation that she what the squirrel? What? I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it. Can I shoot an arrow at it? I don't know what I'm shooting an arrow at, but I would like to set it on fire first, and I would like to shoot that arrow on fire at it, whatever it is. What? Risky whiskey. Huh?
That was perfect.
That was made sense to me.
Cool.
Shazara.
All right, I am Star South. I play Shazara Lightwing, who is an Aasimar warlock. Shazara is a lover of books, a hater of stupid people. Maybe not a hater, maybe just like a disliker of stupid people. Loves a good complicated plan and anything creepy and vaguely undead, kind of like herself.
Sounds good.
Wonderful.
Piranha. Or I'm sorry, Daphne, other way.
Shoot, already done.
Yep,
Tired.
I was trying to go in the opposite. Yeah, whatever.
It's all good. I'm BJ. I play Delphine, the lovable royal rogue who has an obsession with shoes. Like, that's all you get. I'm tired.
All right, Jax.
I am Jax. I play Senzen, the paladin, dragonborn paladin. And I am looking forward to seeing how a great, big, heavy dude does where we're going.
All right. Anyone want to give me the summary of what happened last time? Put you all on the spot. And I looked at that. No.
Nah,
They were like
set.
new.
I'm all good.
And I
over here.
read the summary too, and
Oh
now
my
I.
God. You need that thing I wrote for you this afternoon?
Okay, we got the conch shell, and we got it by doing something really good.
We got it because we helped the giant get his castle back. We killed the vampire. The giant killed the dragon all by himself, and then we got the conch shell, and now we need to use it so that it takes us to the underwater place where all the people are. Except we're really hoping we don't.
Court.
Yes.
Yes. And there's like a whole fucking situationship with some giant royalty who really need to get a diary, I would say. Would you say? I would say.
A diary.
And yeah, they need to get a diary and maybe a therapist. Maybe a therapist.
Journaling
A diary and a therapist would do wonders for this crew because they're about to ruin everybody because of their nonsense. And it's like, y'all.
Yeah, which
You're not the main
That's
characters
The
here.
news story I sent you.
so confused.
And I definitely partially killed Delphine.
Awesome, thank you. Oh yeah, I died. That's what
Charming
happened last round.
vampire.
I died.
All right.
There was
And if I recall
and my dice
correctly,
sucked, and they kept rolling a 6 every single freaking time I rolled
Wait,
for like
where are we
17
at
rolls.
right now?
you are
Are we in the
literally
middle of combat?
No, you are standing with the bloody, remains of parts of a dragon, a bunch of ogres, and whatever in.
We're in the castle with the
yes,
dude,
you're in
'cause he just gave us the
Zephyros's-
conch shell.
You're in his laboratory, in the Cloud
There you
Giant's
go.
laboratory.
Okay, can I start tonight's experience off with the fact that I'm feeding Delphine good berries.
Right.
Because
How many do you have? I thought you fed 30 to her last time. And I think
I
you
thought
have
I
spell slots,
had-
right?
A
Seth,
long
why
rest.
are you?
Are we gonna get to
Yeah,
rest?
we had a long
I
rest.
thought we were getting
Okay,
a
so
long
we're all
rest because it was 4:30 in the morning.
Where are
I
you
didn't
long
know.
resting? Zephyr
In
I don't
his
know.
library
He
with
will
him.
happily put you up
because-
there.
In the kitchen with the cake. I was
On
promised
the
cake.
floor. I don't care.
I really don't know where you get off, Seth, in asking me if I already fed her good berries last time because you know I don't remember. You know.
I mean,
Like,
that's.
don't be rude.
Okay,
Don't be shitty.
but-
Don't be
I
shitty.
I remember the scene where you were forcibly shoving good
You were
berries
forcing him down my
Delphine's
throat and feeding him to me like a dog because I was
That-
dead, remember?
Well, that makes, I suppose, two
You
of
were
us.
like rubbing her.
3 of us. God, okay, you know what, guys? Just calm down. Just calm the fuck down. I made the good berries. I did a good deed. So,
I
like,
mean, in your defense, you were unconscious.
me or Piranha?
Actually,
You.
I was unconscious. Oh yeah, you were.
We're
Yeah,
talking about
oh,
Delphine,
right.
You're
but-
actual
Like
person.
passed out at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's been, look, it's late for me. I'm a Nana. This is late as shit for me.
I believe
Girl, I hear you.
Okay,
right,
I'm gonna
let-
stop.
it. So.
Oh my god, can you see my little monster
Oh
in
God,
the
what is your
background?
monster doing?
No, I
He's-
can't. Oh wait,
I'm sorry,
wait.
I'm trying to figure out how to not block him. He's playing with garbage on the floor.
Oh no, I can't.
Oh, he just walked
Maybe
away.
No, he's gone now.
Aw.
All right. Well, that said,
I just need to fucking Seth,
what?
make my character do a long rest.
All you have to do is click long. If you click long
Listen,
rest, you
if
have
I
to
could
confirm
do
it.
that, I would have done it. It won't let me.
All right, I will have you. Why don't you guys think about what it is you're gonna do when you blow this magical conch shell? Are you just gonna show up and go, "Hi, we're here"?
Pray to God we don't drown. That's
I
what we're
thought
doing.
we already covered this. We're gonna go housekeeping.
Need new towels?
I'm gonna tickle the conch
I'm sorry.
under. Never mind.
I'm so sorry.
Apparently, the welcome to our shit show, folks.
Mhm.
I
I'm
mean,
highly
we
amused.
are gaining viewers.
We are
Um,
awesome today.
All right, you have taken your long rest, Delphine.
Well, thank God. I haven't even gotten my character to finish loading. It froze while I was trying to make myself sleep. My character can't even get a good night's sleep. This is crap. Alright. Oh, hey, there we go. Thank you.
You had the wrong magic giant coffee, and
I
then
guess so.
Exactly. I'm doing
I got disconnected. Sorry.
and I just actually gave.
We are
Shazara-
doing
Welcome back.
fabulous.
I just gave Shazara her long rest too.
Oh, excellent.
Wonderful.
All right.
I actually was trying to open my character sheet to give myself a long rest, and then everything stopped working.
Hello, Jax's mom. I hope your first experience with us this evening is wonderful.
I'm
Hi,
trying to get
Jax's
her in
mom.
here. That's
Hi, Jax's mom.
Hi, Jax's mom!
she's not on
Oh,
yet.
Oh,
We're
she's
having
not on yet?
technical
Okay.
difficulties.
Oh, no.
That's why I'm looking at my phone. I'm not being rude. I'm trying to get Jax's mom on here.
All right.
I'm
well,
totally
good.
being rude.
Yes.
While Jax's mom is trying to get on the viewership
We will
here.
behave for Jax's mom, right, everybody?
Nah.
Wait,
Until we
right.
forget
Jax.
to behave.
Jax. How do I need to behave?
Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right.
No, I asked you how to behave.
Be yourself.
I be yourself.
Look at your post-it. Just remember
Yeah,
your
just remember
post-it.
your
That's
post-it.
still the rules.
Internalize.
Keep
Be
calm
the
and don't
post-it.
get your tits out.
That's
go.
right.
Don't say
Beautiful.
anything stupid.
Well, I think that's too much to ask of
For
either
any of us. Yeah.
we've already
That ship has sailed.
like
and sunk.
failed
Yeah.
that one.
Necromantic.
Earth peoples, y'alls. Look at the map. It's pretty.
I
It is
know.
so pretty.
Are we
But-
allowed to look at it? I
Sure,
try
you're not
to
there
look at
yet.
it
It's
until
all
he
gonna be
tells
role
me
play.
not to.
Like if
I
you
don't-
look at it, right? If you need to do combat tonight, y'all are gonna die.
Awesome.
It's
No.
there for, it's there as a visual aid for you.
It's so pretty.
I like the
It's
colors.
very pretty.
Right, the colors are gorgeous. They're like this
it's
perfect
got-
blue and purple.
Well,
It's
let's
got very good
let's
bisexual
actually
energy.
like play the game.
I'm gonna go
as
get
we
my
go
mom
now,
on.
fuckers.
I'll be right back.
You're taking a long rest in Zephyros' castle. You wake up to the smell of fresh-baked chocolate cake. Your lovely giant friend has made the chocolate cake you asked for so nicely.
Oh, I love him.
So excited. This cake is so good. You know what though? It's just like, you know what would make this go down real smooth is some
Yeah.
risky whiskey.
He has a little barrel that he's places right in front of Piranha.
Would it be
What a
too bold
fabulous
to
breakfast.
fill up a few?
No, he's giving you the
little
barrel.
bu-
He's giving you. It's a cast. Like it's a tiny little giant thing. It's about that big, football sized, and he's just handing it to you.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Okay. Does anybody who has a bag of holding? Someone has a bag of holding, right?
I think I do. I
Delphine
think
has
it's
a bag
me.
of holding, as far as
Would
I
you
know.
be so kind as to?
I will
Does
absolutely
it-
carry that for you.
I really appreciate
Be
your
here when you need it.
accessories and your kindness.
Aww. Yay.
And as you're eating breakfast, Zephyros sits down nearby and asks you what you plan to do with the conch. If you are
Hold
going
up.
to.
Say hi to my mom.
Hi,
Hi, Jax's mom.
Air hug.
Thank you.
All right. So, as the ghost of Jax's mom wafts through the game, Zephyros sits down and asks you what you plan to do with the conch, and offers some words of advice. And part of his advice is, if you visit the Court of the Storm Lords, I cannot stress enough. Violence is frowned upon, and will be met harshly. Do not, if you can in any way avoid it, bring violence into that court.
Noted.
Beating
Piranha?
someone to death with the
Piranha,
conch
are you
shell is
listening?
actually
What?
No violence, no shooting things, no arrow. We're just gonna take her bow away. She can get it back if she needs it, but like that way she has to have a 15-second thought of I need to get that from someone else before.
Only if she can hold your
Yeah.
boomerang high heels.
But like, won't you like think about when I'm about to notch an arrow and bed it in the brain of someone who like
about
has
to
somebody
clobber
in a like come
That's true.
I can
Doesn't
be
she have backup weapons? It's usually her
Are you
bow
trying
that-
to say you can be trusted?
no,
No.
look, you can trust me enough to tell you that no, I can't be. I'm just saying that like you can take my bow away, but I still have like
She's got daggers,
2 short
some
swords.
javelins.
I've got daggers.
Crap. Doesn't
I've
matter.
got-
I'm not gonna take her whole arsenal. That just
Yeah.
seems like too much.
It
No,
kinda
that would be
is.
rude.
Just
But
put
I
it
tell
on
you
your
what,
back and try to remember not to use it without thinking.
I'm going to intertwine my fingers and I'm going to do a little like not a prayer because Piranha is not the praying type, but just a sort of like almost like if there was a fantasy fidget spinner, I'd be doing that. But I'm doing that in like a sort of like finger game that I'm playing with myself that I'm like, I'm not gonna shoot someone without a good reason. La 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 la.
There
la.
you go.
Not
That's
doing
awesome.
that thing.
Are
Thank
you,
you.
I'm
are you,
Thank you for that mental image.
are
That's
you
awesome.
playing
I like
Cat's
it.
Cradle with your
Yeah,
your
she's like,
bowstring?
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
do
basically.
things.
You know what? Here's what I do. I take some of the cacat or whatever that I use to stretch on
The
the
bow?
bow.
Yeah, that would be
And
catgut.
it would be cacat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would be.
So I tie a circle of it and I'm just like doing like
Dexterity games.
grade
and-
school. Yeah, like I'm just like
Big
threading
cat's
my fingers
cradle.
together with the
Alright.
cat's cradle. I'm doing all. I've got like I've like really been spending my free time before bed learning a bunch of tricks and just like, oh hey, Menardin, put your hand through this hole. Ha! Your hand isn't. Get it. I did it.
Yeah, good job. Good
I didn't
job.
kill someone. I didn't kill someone.
Yay!
So yeah, that's what I've been
We're all
doing, and that's what I'm doing to occupy my hands while I'm
Perfect.
like not killing people. Apparently,
I like it.
done.
Zephyros has basically given you the advice he's ready and willing to give you. Do you
I
have
say
any
stop.
questions for him?
I think he answered all of them.
Are we allowed to protect ourselves?
Well, if you're attacked, of course. Oh, one last question. How will you return?
I kind of thought it worked both ways.
Yeah, that was really what I thought too. How, this is news to me.
Don't even have a submarine or something?
I don't even know, y'all.
I'm pretty sure
Do
we
you
got,
have
like,
any
magically
ideas?
shell transported. We got magically shell transported, and so everything sort of left, like, was left where we were before we did that. And I thought we could just, I thought this was a two-way street.
Oh, no. However, storm giants are accomplished mages. I'm sure one would gladly teleport you back.
Well, there you go. That's how we're getting you back then.
Are you? Would you? You're not so
He's not going.
No,
He's
and he's not coming.
I am not coming. I am actually trying to fix my castle. There's no way I can leave it here like this and leave it to you, the small folk, to just take.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
For sure. I get you. You
If
need
I-
to take care of yourself.
He tries to explain to you what might happen to his flying castle if he just disappears off to the storm court and leaves a flying castle moored somewhere randomly.
You don't have to explain anything to us, babe. I get it. It's fine. I just wasn't sure. Like, you don't owe us an explanation. It's
Okay.
I mean, I would assume that the flying castle would be somewhat airtight because the air is thinner up where it can fly. So, like, you would need it to be able to retain oxygen. So you would think it can also go into the water, but you know.
Oh no, this castle does not operate underwater. No.
I
And-
totally keep picturing the My Little Pony movie where they all just have bubbles on their heads and then they can like swim to the underwater land of the sea pony hippogriffs.
Yes.
I hope someone knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm
Christy.
just watching.
I do.
I watch it be his
But-
head just.
I am mostly just traumatized by the My Little Pony movie where they have gems for eyes.
What?
Yeah.
When did My Little Pony get gems for eyes?
That's some Coraline shit.
That's not right.
Squirrel.
Well,
All right, can we just
Yeah.
blow the thing so we can get?
I'm
where
sure
we-
there's
can
a
I-
mage
can I
inside
just
that
gotta get it
teleporters
over
with
with, like-
bells on.
Wow.
All right.
And blowing
While you're all
We'll
just
trust
sitting
and
there, like
believe.
talking about cartoons that you read when you were children and things like that, or books that you read, Menardin
That
just
movie
walks
just
up
came
and
out a few years ago.
Menardin just walks up and like looks around and blows the horn.
Awesome.
in a thoroughly unmusical fashion.
Piranha starts twerking.
Oh my god.
It,
Can I roll the twerk?
you can roll the twerk if you would like. Give me a dex check.
Oh wait.
But wait,
I want to
no,
make a
I
performance
want to
check
know what this roll is because you are going to show up in the court of the Stormlord twerking.
Yes. Hold on.
Just say.
Also, I'm making a performance check with my new instrument being.
I'm gonna
Wait,
flip
the
it over.
shell.
I want to see the
I
rolls.
clicked the +5, right?
You just click the dex.
Or 20. I clicked the 20. The 20?
The dex.
Yeah.
The dex thing.
So
Up there,
apparently, I
Menardin,
was.
you've got a 21 on your performance.
I
check.
was.
It's not
very
the 20.
musical.
No, it's not the 20. Ella, to the left, underneath that row where it says strength,
Oh.
dexterity, to the left on the left-hand column,
Yes, I
it
see.
says
Right under.
STRDX.
Dex
You
save
need
will
to
work,
click
it's
the
fine.
plus.
Oh, well, that's not great. That's a 14.
There
It's
you go.
Fine, it's well above average. You are twerking
Thank you.
well above average.
Thank you for recognizing
upon-
that, Seth.
You are twerking
Thank
well above
you.
average upon your arrival in the Stormlord's court.
Well, there you go, Jax's mom.
Do they even know? Like, do
That's
they even
welcome.
know? Do they even know what twerking is? Like, are they going to be offended? Like, I
Well,
am
they're
performing the dance
probably-
with
I
my
mean,
people.
They know now.
If you don't name it, yeah, you have showed it to them.
They
You
know
could probably
now.
just be like,
So she
That
appears
is-
twerking, and
that
I
is-
appear doing this.
Where I come from, this represents
No, it doesn't.
fealty and
You're so full of
deep.
shit.
All
Let
right,
me explain
princess.
to you.
Okay, princess. You don't know my fucking family. You don't know my clan.
You're from
Where
the.
have
You're,
you ever visited?
you're
No,
from the
I'm
twerking
sorry.
clan, the elven
I'm
twerking
sorry.
clan.
I can't hear you from up on top of your high horse, Delphine.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Where the hell? Okay, squirrel. What? You've blown the horn. This incredible swirling mist surrounds you. A vortex of watery mist, and the world around you starts to fade out as this mist is swirling around you, and the world starts to fade back in to a very dim purple light. You look around yourselves, and you are in a room that looks like it's made out of coral. The walls are rough-hewn. There are windows that are black outside the windows. And every now and again, some fantastical undersea thing sort of rubs against it as it goes by. The ceilings are 70, 80 feet high, and there is air in this chamber. You can breathe quite fine. Standing across the room from you are two very, very, very large giants. You have never seen their like before. None of you have met a storm giant before, correct?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
They make your friend Harshnag look like a child. They are about 40 feet tall.
Wow.
And they're both holding the largest battle axes you have ever seen in your life. And they're looking down at you, and one says, "Who are you and why are you here?"
Why are you twerking?
We're here
the
because
language
the
of my people.
Oracle. We're here because the Oracle told us this is where we needed to be.
The Oracle? What Oracle?
I described the Oracle.
Of the All-Father.
Yeah, that's it.
You have been to the Eye of the Allfather?
We have, yes.
Yeah.
The sisters will want to hear of this.
Oh, that's
Stay-
good, because I think we need to talk to them. We're looking for, was it Sarissa? Is it Sarissa?
Sarissa.
Queen Sarissa?
We're looking for Queen Sarissa. Is
Yeah.
who we are.
We need to speak with
love to speak with her.
Sarissa.
I
Queen
see.
Sarissa.
Well, why don't you follow me? And one gestures for you to walk in front of him. The other leads the way. You are walking sandwiched in between two very large storm giants.
Please don't step on us.
They're
Runge is
surprisingly
gone again.
nimble. Oh, she'll be back. They, by the way, I'm going to tell the whole stream. We are having some crazy ass windstorms here in Maryland. The wind is gusting like 60 miles an hour out there. It's crazy. So if the stream goes down, that means my power went out.
It's fair.
So I suspect that that is why our lovely Asimar is having issues. So that said, let me explain to you what's going on. He leads you over to a spiral staircase in the corner of the room. Unfortunately, the spiral staircase is giant-sized, but you notice on the other side, like on the far outside, making you climb farther than anyone else, but on the far outside, there's a special track carved in with like 6 steps for every step, just for small folk.
Yay, small folk stairs. I take the small
Yay.
folk stairs.
I mean, literally the stairs are about 10 feet if you don't have the small
Wow.
folk stairs.
That's crazy.
As you climb
It's
this
too much.
winding spiral staircase, it opens into a huge room. Music fills this hall when you first arrive. It's split into about 2 levels, and here, I'll show you what it looks like. This is all for verisimilitude and roleplay purposes.
Mm.
I highly do not expect you to attack a bunch of storm giants and whatever, but you can go wherever you want with it. That's what the room looks like. There is a pool about 50 feet across, a pool of water in the middle. It smells like seawater. This incredible music is being generated by 2 storm giant women, and that's what they look like. 2 storm giant women. One is singing. She has an incredible voice. and the other is using what looked to be whale bones to beat out a melody on this sentient crystalline crab entity that's sort of moving around. And it is unearthly and the strangest music, but still beautiful you've ever heard.
Wait, she's like playing the crab?
She is playing the giant crystalline crab.
Does the crab seem cool about it?
Oh yeah. It's sort of swaying and with the music, and the music is sort of coming up out of the flutes on the side of the crab.
Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of swaying with the music too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking. Like, not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like, I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
I love you guys.
Oh my god.
The
Slow-mo
other thing,
twerk.
Look, there's a difference. If you
I don't know
twerk,
what that
you know.
looks like, and I don't want to know.
Twitch is not paying me to show you, so I'm not going to show you.
twerking.
But privately, if any of you want to see the difference, I will show you privately. On our own time.
I am honored, and I appreciate it.
On that note, you notice that there are some ridiculously gorgeous alcoves carved around the room. And around the room are some portraits. And they look like this.
I just moved me around. Sorry.
So from left to right, that is a portrait of King Hecaton. His beloved deceased wife, Queen Mirren. And then, Queen, what is her name? Neri. And then we've got Mirren, Nim, and the one on the far right, who doesn't appear to be in this room anywhere, is Sarissa. But they are all huge, life-size carved in these alcoves all around the room. So there you go.
Okay, I need to talk to Sarissa.
Well, as you walk into the room, the music abruptly stops, and all eyes turn toward you. There are 2 storm giant guards in the room. There is a cloud giant, a frost giant, a stone giant, and a fire giant, in addition to Mirren and Nim, the daughters of the Storm Lord, who are just playing music. Mirren takes a step down around. Oh, I'm trying to draw in OBS instead of Albert. Mirren comes down and stands in front of you. And she would like to know what it is that brings the small folk to our court. And there's a little chuckle around the room. She's obviously being nice to you in a condescending manner.
Piranha shuts the fuck up. You're welcome.
I think the entire party just breathed a sigh of relief.
Right. We're like,
right. I was gonna say, it's like, oh, Menardin really wants to basically say, oh, fight me, but like, she's also the size of this woman's toe.
Right. So my name is Delphine. My name is Princess Delphine of blah blah blah. I don't know where I'm from. And these are my companions. I name all of them. And we are here because we are really worried about. Guys, help me out here. I don't.
Well, the problem is the 2 ladies in the room are who we're worried about.
Right. Okay. We're here because the Oracle sent us. The Oracle sent us to talk to Sarissa.
Well, I don't believe she has time for such puny creatures as you.
Why are you being such a bitch? Do you have like something
Does
stuck
she have
in your
time?
paw? Do we need to pull something out?
Does she have time for the Oracle's direction and guidance? Does she have time for the Oracle, if not for us?
I mean, we could go back, I suppose, and tell the Oracle that Sarissa has no use for them and see how they feel about
she's
that.
She's far too overwhelmed with important matters for now. Guards, take them to the small folk room, and we will arrange an audience at some point.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize the Oracle meant so little to you. We apologize.
Sarissa will decide if she needs to speak with you.
Well, we serve the Oracle, so if you're not able to allow us to pursue our journey for the Oracle whom we serve, if the Oracle's needs and desires are so immaterial to you, then perhaps...
She takes a step towards you and looks down. You come up to about her knee and says, "You will wait in the small folk room. Now." And the guards start to walk over.
Okay.
Well, there's not really much we can do, Ella. We're like this big, and it's a room full of giants, and we would all die.
They're escorting you.
I'm just gonna be happy that I called her a bitch. So yeah, that's all I got.
I'm mentally calling her some words that are worse that I'm not gonna say out loud because we have someone's mom here tonight at least.
That's fair. I appreciate that. And I am someone's mom, and I don't want to hear them either.
Yeah, but like that's so cute that you think that qualifies. Yeah, so I'm definitely not gonna say that she's a fucking cunt out loud. I'm not gonna say that out loud. I would never say that out loud. I would never say that out loud because I would not want to offend her. So I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm just however in my heart of hearts, in my internal voice.
Terrible word! I can't believe you said that on a live stream.
You obviously haven't watched.
I love that word. It's such a good word. It's so sturdy.
I can't even say
it's
that
so strong.
I can't
it's
say
just like
strong word.
It's just
I'm
fierce,
actually
it's strong.
not capable of uttering that word.
I am not turning this stream into making her say that word.
It's never gonna happen.
I will never ask you to. I'm just saying that like I like it because it's like
like the worst thing you can call somebody.
My downstairs lady, she's fierce. She's strong. She's a thunder.
I can't have this conversation. I just can't.
On that note, you are being escorted by two storm giants.
I'm in my happy place.
Oh my god.
No.
So these rooms.
Thank you. Yes. Please tell us about these rooms.
Tell us about the rooms. All right, 3 and 4.
Are there shelves? I'd love to hear about some shelving.
Yeah, shelving sounds great.
There are 3 small rooms right next to each other with 2 beds apiece. They contain furnishings sized for normal humanoid creatures. Comfortable beds, rugs, barrel of drinking water, empty dresser, empty wardrobes. They look relatively comfortable. And there are windows to the abyss outside in all of these rooms. And the guards close the door. You're in one of the rooms, I'm assuming. They put you all in the same room. You hear a click. The door's obviously locked. And the guards are walking away. You may now speak freely.
There's a window to the abyss outside. And you're still gonna give me shit for saying the C word?
What?
Like,
yes.
Come on, like that's the abyss.
How is that a bad word?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad word. I'm just saying that like cool, like we're at a place where we can look out the window and see an abyss and you're still like clutching your pearls over what I choose to name my vulva?
I don't know. I'm just really not comfortable with this particular chain of conversation.
That's cool. Like maybe it's a half elf in me.
Here.
All right.
Maybe it's the half and half elf.
What are we gonna do about the?
Yeah, you guys are in trouble.
Anybody?
What was that? Shazara, did we lose you again?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything she said. She keeps cutting out.
She's really.
Oh no.
Her,
no, she's back. She's back.
She said she just.
Sorry, guys. I don't know, like, what is going on. My internet is a mess today.
Oh no, it's probably the storm.
Let me try to do this for a second.
The storm or what?
And see if it helps.
I can't even see us on website because it's all blurry.
All right, there we go. I stopped sharing my screen, and it should stabilize things a little bit because it eats up bandwidth when you guys have both coming in and out. So, all right, you are in the room. The storm giants have locked you in.
I don't know what the problem.
What?
Yeah, she's still cutting in and out. So give it a second to settle down, and we can start planning.
I'm still cut. I don't know
So,
what
yeah.
is the problem with my internet.
If you want to just drop it and try coming back, that's fine too.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are we gonna do about these sisters, or his daughters, the sisters?
Well, I would like to suggest that we attempt to sneak out of the room and find Sarissa.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'd like to find Sarissa.
Yeah.
Okay. The doorknob is 20 feet up.
So my question is, the windows, are they glass or are they?
They are glowing to your magical eyes. They are obviously enchanted.
Okay. I would like to touch them and see if I can, like, if it's like I can press through them, or if they're holding the water out, or if it's I can choose to go through them.
You cannot.
Basically.
They are solid. Whatever they are incredibly solid. They're material. They're not magical, but they are enchanted.
Okay.
They're not solely magical. They are enchanted physical things.
Okay. I have another very dumb idea that probably won't work.
Let's hear it.
It depends on the strict phrasing of the description of the magic conch shell.
Okay.
Does it say you're transported to the castle, or does it say you are transported to the lobby of the castle?
Well, if you blow it, odds are good you're going to go right back to the room you arrived in with the two very large storm giant guards.
Bummer.
Yeah, so
That's a good idea, though. I mean, like, not that we should do that. But...
Can't our SMR turn herself invisible?
Right. Okay, but so I have a question. Like, when she blew the horn, did it announce our presence? Like,
oh yeah, the horn blew there. They were there waiting for you.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if you just blow the horn inside the room and it took you somewhere else in the castle, it's pretty loud. People would hear.
That's fair. What if... No, wait. What if we have Piranha cast a zone of silence or whatever it is, and then we all become invisible, and then we use the horn inside the zone of silence to silence the noise, and then we appear invisible in the room and are then free of being locked in our apartments?
Okay, can you all become invisible?
Yes. But if we get Ranj back.
I think she can only cast invisibility on one person.
Oh, I thought she had like a... Wait, I think I can too.
What I was thinking is, even if she can only do it on one person, is she would cast it on...
Oh, it doesn't work.
The rogue or the ranger. And then I or somebody else would blow the horn and then be like, oh darn, I got caught, and then be escorted again. The invisible person would not be put back in the room, would be outside of the room, and then lockpick the door open.
I mean, we can lockpick the door from this side, though.
I can cast Hunter's Mark, which is irrelevant. I can cast Pass Without Trace. So Pass Without Trace, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to Dex and Stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces. So I can cast Pass Without Trace, and we get a +10, all of us. Anybody who's within roughly 30 feet of me, who I choose.
But my other question to you is, how are you going to pass without trace while blowing a very large magical conchorn?
I just said, I thought she had that silence thing.
I do have silence. I do have silence. And so silence says that, but silence, I don't know that silence is the solution here, because for the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point that you choose within range.
Right.
So, like,
it could silence the noise of the conch shell is what we're trying to. It's a two-part plan. So you have to silence the noise of the conch shell, but also we would have to have pass without trace. And I believe that Ranj can cast invisibility, but I don't know how many times she can cast it or how many people it affects. So I'm sorry, I should have said Shazara. I apologize.
That's okay. I'll look at it right now while she is trying to get reconnected here. It looks like invisibility, touch. She can hit 3 people with invisibility.
Okay. Or also, we could just pick the lock on the door and leave. But I'm sure there may be guards outside, though.
Yeah,
Can we, lean against... I would like to lean against the door and see if I hear, I don't know, breathing. Giants are so huge, I should be able to hear if they're out there.
Go ahead, give me a perception check. Anyone who would like to check?
Yay!
I'll do it too. Why not?
What the hell? I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 15.
Every time.
15,
I got
16?
a 14.
All of you believe it sounds quiet in the hallway.
I'm gonna change my dice. Do you think that would help? No, seriously, I rolled a 6 like every time until I gave up, remember, and started using my desk dice last time.
Gotcha.
Where are we right now? What is our environment?
So, the walls are rough-hewn coral. It's this beautiful purplish, pinkish coral. And there are...
Not my preferred terrain.
No.
So...
Okay,
so
let's go.
Here's a strange question.
Oh, God.
You described the coral walls as purplish pinkish.
There, I got a 9.
Which
I changed my dice. That seems to have fixed it.
implies that the coral is living, because when coral is dead, it turns white.
And I would assume Menredin would know this, as a Triton.
And I have a feature that allows me to communicate simple ideas with beasts that can breathe water. Is coral a beast that can breathe water?
Sure. What would you like to communicate to the entire fortress that you are now inside of?
Oh.
And by the way, the entire party just sees Menredin over in the corner, like, fondling the wall.
Oh my goodness.
Send Sarissa.
Send us Sarissa. That's a good message.
Give me,
back.
you know,
Am I
that's
actually
that's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
Give me a persuasion check. At disadvantage.
Oh no.
Can I help her in any way?
Are you going to telepathically communicate with Coral?
I mean, no. I don't have that ability. I cannot hear you, but I can see you.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna ask if I can help too. You can be sarcastic, you can be shitty about it, but I'm just gonna ask.
I don't think
help?
I don't think there's any way Pirani would be able to help with that.
Again,
let me look in the book. Let me look in the book. If I am not mistaken, it looks like Clover Bee has 2 inspiration.
Yes.
Do it again.
Okay.
You can do it! We believe in you! It's such a good idea!
So is it another disadvantage roll, or is it another flat roll? Okay.
Aww.
Come on, something better. I mean, slightly better. It's,
what?
God damn it, one of the die is stuck on top of it, so I can't see what I rolled.
You have a thought that something got through.
Hopefully in a good way.
Something.
As Menredin is fondling the wall, you hear some footsteps coming down the hallway.
Just be happy I didn't lick the wall.
I actually wish you would have. If I'm being super honest. If this is a safe space, I'm gonna be
You might have. I mean, you might have convinced it easier. No. All right. You hear some footsteps coming down the hall, and the door clicks open, and Nim is standing there. And she says, "Come with me. You will have your audience."
Nim is who's Nim? Wait, one.
Nim is another one of the sisters.
I would like to sense motive.
Okay.
Or whatever that
Insight check. I mean, I'm going to go with her anyways, but
Insight
I'm going to do
check.
an insight check.
I hate insight. It doesn't like me.
Tell me what you
Oh
get.
wow! Hey, my dice are working. I rolled a 20.
All right.
I mean, I'm
not
already
natural.
suspicious of her because of what the Oracle said, but I don't think she's doing anything suspicious right now.
All right. So,
I am both suspicious and I don't know.
So both Dauphine and Piranha, the hackles on the back of your neck are rising. She's not in any way good for you guys.
This was a long journey. I think I'll rest here. Perhaps she can meet us here.
The Queen will see you now.
No. I don't believe you. And nor do I trust you.
You're gonna make me do this the hard way. Val, Tartha, kill them now. And she walks away and leaves the door open, and you hear the sound of four very large, four very large giants walking down the hallway toward you. They don't have their weapons out. They're just shaking their heads and rolling their eyes. What are you doing?
Fellows,
Run?
could we have a conversation?
Incredibly cruel way to treat your guests. You have been very rude the entire time we've been here. I understand that I'm short,
sweeping away,
but I am still worthy of some kind of respect. I'm just a pissed off royal, I guess. I don't know, whatever.
She actually laughs at the thought that a small folk could matter in any way as she's walking away.
Of course she does.
So
I hope they all die. I don't know.
The four giants. Let me tell you what's happening here. There's a cloud giant that she referred to as Val, a fire giant that she referred to as Tartha, a stone giant named Braxo, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, those were those four. And they are walking down the hall toward you. They appear more annoyed than anything else. So, Senzin, if you did indeed say, "Can we parlay?" Is that what Senzin said?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He asked for a conversation.
The cloud giant speaks up and says, "What do you have to say for yourselves?"
Hey, Senzin, can I pull Senzin aside for like a brief?
That I'd like to have a chat with whoever wrote this adventure.
I just pull Senzin aside and be like, "Hey, Senzin, they've been talking about this dragon. What the fuck is its name?
Imrith?
That one. Is there anything that we can say or do here that might win their favor in this moment?" I mean,
I don't really remember because I'm tired and I don't feel well. But is there anything my character would know, any bit of information that would help us here? Because she does have very good diplomacy. I personally just don't have those skills right now.
That's perfectly fine. You realize that cloud giants
summed it up.
Cloud giants and frost giants, cloud giants and stone giants are relatively religious, and they might want to hear something about the Oracle.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my plan on mentioning that.
You also realize that fire giants and frost giants hate dragons, and they might want to hear something about Imrith.
So, fellows, come in, please. We need to speak with you. I
don't think they can.
The ceiling is still very high.
Does this mean
Oh, okay.
that we get to break out performance era Menredin again
Yes, we do.
as the emissary of the Oracle?
Ooh.
Sure, go for it. I didn't know you were the emissary of the Oracle, but totally, if you are.
Fellows, please enter. Shut the door if you don't mind. we have something very special for you, the emissary of the Oracle itself.
All right, as soon as you mention the Oracle, the Cloud Giant and the Stone Giant perk up, and your persuasion checks on them will be at advantage.
All right.
We have been sent here to
I got
speak
a 22.
To...
Paraphrase what it is you're telling them.
Yeah,
a 24.
I'm telling them that the Oracle herself, themselves, whatever, sent us here specifically to speak to the youngest daughter, and that it is imperative we do so because there is a great danger to the society of giants as well as the world of the smaller folk, and that we are simply trying to do what we were told was the best for everybody by the Oracle. Something to that effect.
They seem pretty swayed by that. The Frost and the Fire Giant do not, however.
Oh, I'm trying to find the bit about the dragon. Like, wasn't there something about the older two working with a dragon? I don't know. Where does the dragon fit in?
So...
Oh, I'm just interrupting to see if anybody can hear me.
I can hear you. We can.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, finally.
So...
Raiders Rejects finally folded, so I assumed I was back up.
So Menredin is now, like, strumming her lyre, like, melodramatically with her magical mist and you know, she's got her illusions and everything of tentacles and smoke and salt water everywhere as she kind of like monotonously hums a summary of the instructions from the Oracle.
Oh, that works.
We must inform Sarissa of a plot against her and her father from an evil dragon who has corrupted the minds of her sisters.
I need you to give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Good job.
That would be a 21. They are not reaching for their weapons, and they appear to be entertaining what it is you're saying.
And we mean no disrespect to anybody in this court, but I think it's incredibly suspicious that intern name here won't let us even speak with her sister, and probably hasn't even let her know that we're here.
The Cloud
and
Giant
instead is very swift to order our deaths because we want to speak to her personally.
The Cloud Giant steps forward and introduces himself as Viscount Val, and says, "You have some very serious accusations against, quite frankly, the advisor to the Queen."
It's not me. I don't know any of you all. I mean, just to be clear, my kingdom has no issues here, and neither do I. But the Great Oracle has told us these things, and we can only assume that they must be true.
Imrith has been advising all of the sisters since the death of King Hecaton. She will
the
not
dragon?
take kindly to these.
Advising?
The dragon?
I don't know about a dragon, but she is a very powerful storm giant.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I'm afraid you've been quite misled.
I thought Imrith was a dragon.
He looks at you and says, we shall clear this up. We shall absolutely clear this up. Come with me. And he doesn't even bother. He just assumes that the Fire Giant, the Frost Giant, and the Stone Giant will go along with him. And he haughtily walks out and beckons you to follow him.
Yeah, we do, because he seems less of a jerk and unlikely to murder us. At least not right this second.
All right, how are we doing? Do we want to take a little break, or do we want to go and have a conversation with Sarissa and our friend Imrith?
I would like a nap. Barring that, I don't care.
Why don't we keep going for a little bit more?
I just want my internet to work.
I was just gonna say, if we've committed to maybe just 2 hours today, could we have a bio break?
Let's take a bio break, and it'll be a short one. Let's say 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
As long as Delphine doesn't fall asleep. All right. Un momento.
Don't give Delphine shit for what I'm doing.
Hold on.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
We're setting up shop. We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're going to call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
that would be very funny.
I mean, I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white coffee material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around hundreds of years into the future.
Why mess with a good thing?
Go ahead and clip that one, guys. You can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Oh, there, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man, start strolling down to the sweets that set you rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff, give me 5, let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill, give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man, frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, da doom, da doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, doom, da doom, doom. Da doom, doom. Do da 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 doom, doom, doom. Do da 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 doom, 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 doom. Doomy, doomy, doomy. Doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen, let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Does a horse have a... Ooh, it's going for the...
deception for a horse?
Yeah, a horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe, you know, it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out its tongue and it, you know, pulls back, you know, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and you know, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you?"
Oh, real quick, sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
But since I get Praetor's rejects I can't get Twitch to work, can we put Skype back on your screen view so I can at least see it there?
You got it. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Let me turn on some... oh, I actually had the music going the whole time. All right, cool. So, when we left our intrepid adventurers, they were being led by the cloud giant. Let me minimize that. No, I don't want to minimize that. I have way too many windows for even the 3 monitors I'm looking at right now.
Did we already try name dropping? Did anyone mention that we know Zephyros? Maybe the cloud giant cares about that.
Well, you dropped the name, the Eye of the Allfather Oracle, and you dropped the name Imrith, who you learned is as far as all of these giants know, is a very powerful storm giant mage advising all 3 daughters.
Yeah, which the Oracle did warn us about. He did say that the dragon was in disguise. So,
and right now you are being led by Duke. What is the Duke's name?
Duke, what's his name?
Duke, what's his name? The Duke.
Val.
Yep. Duke Val.
Wait. Who disappeared? Wait, who? What did you say, babe?
I don't know.
Nobody disappeared?
Wait, I'm sorry, Mandarin, what were you just saying?
Oh, I said that the Oracle said that it makes sense that these giants think that Imrith is a giant because the Oracle said that the dragon was in disguise.
Okay. Oh, sorry, in disguise, not. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
So, like I said, Val just sweeps away and expects everyone to follow him.
I'm gonna trot up to Val and say, "Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Ilmater?"
Oh my God.
Okay.
Now is not the time.
Okay, Mandarin and Piranha are making eye contact, and we're just like,
I mean, you know,
I'm
for
gonna
fuck's
roll for
sake.
this one. Yep. All right.
Like, I can't fault you, but also, like, really?
Yeah.
Like, really though? Like, really? Like, I
who's
can
gonna roll
fault
for
you a
this
little
one?
bit.
Grief's gonna roll for this one because it's the first one I opened.
Fantastic.
All right. He does not yet think you are crazy. I mean, he's taking a chance, right? You realize he's taking a chance to incur the daughter's wrath by granting this audience against one of their wishes.
Sure. I mean, hey, like,
okay,
you know.
So this isn't, obviously we're not in combat, so this is not an initiative scenario.
Nope.
But could we maybe approach this from an initiative scenario where, like, me and Menardin are clearly like, oh my fucking Christ, what are you doing? Oh my fucking Elmator. Oh my fucking Pan. Oh my fucking, like, dealer's choice.
This has all happened for a reason, and this was obviously fated to be. I was just you know, checking. You know, we can talk about it another time, sir. I just wanted to ask.
He looks down at you and says, You visited the oracle of my Lord God.
Right? It's like, oh my God, you
Right,
don't
right, but like
get through the doors by referencing someone's like Holy Spirit, and then immediately in the next breath be like, so how about converting to my religion? Like,
no, but I have this theory that, well, never mind. I kind of think that the divine works in very mysterious ways and sort of moves through different channels. I just wondered if we could. Never mind. It's not the time. You're right.
And
it was a pleasure meeting your god. It was a pleasure. It was profound.
He just looks down at you and he says, I may have made a terrible mistake. But he's still leading you. He doesn't want to lose face in front of the other giants.
Oh, that explains a lot. I thought y'all were just really rude, but I was on mute this whole time.
Am I in view of this? Am I still like present for this?
So like 2.5 minutes ago, I was trying to say, Sinzin, stop. And then I was trying to say, what our friend here is trying to say is that your god, or your Lord God, works in mysterious ways. So I'm sure this is all to be.
Right.
But I couldn't get anybody to be quiet, so I could say that because no one could hear me.
Anything else you want to ask them about on your way to the throne room?
No, we would like to be respectfully quiet.
Yeah, shutting the fuck up. Also, sliding up on Sensen. And like, I don't try to pull this much, but I am definitely pulling a little bit of the sort of like, hey darling, darling, let's have a little chat, you and I. Just you and I.
Not do that.
Just the two of us.
But don't you think it's weird that we're okay? And I'm saying this quietly, not like loud, like to her.
I am just like, hey, no, I hear what you're saying about like taste this because I feel like will you take like 3 to 7 sips of this risky whiskey and tell me like, do you think it tastes different from last time? Because I feel
and
like
he takes it and he's like, he takes a big sip. No. But hold up. No, for real. Like, don't you think that the divine kind of, it's like maybe there's more to it than we realize. And he takes another big sip. Maybe like it speaks through various forms, but it's like one collective. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm being granted a wider vision.
I was saying like 3 to 7, so I need you to take at least one more like really deep sip.
You did say 3 to 7. So then he goes 3, 4, 5. This is really good. 6, 7.
Okay, how you feel?
It tastes really good. Like better than I remember.
Yeah, but like, are you like? I feel like what you're saying. It's not that it doesn't have merit. It's just that like I really want to marinate on it overnight, and I want to come back to it with fresh eyes in the morning.
Right.
Do you want to maybe like take a few more sips with me, and then maybe we could just like crash?
We could pray on it together, and then see if any visions or messages come, and make this clear.
Walking down the hallway to talk to this important queen person, and y'all getting drunk back here.
Oh, I thought we had a travel journey. I thought we had a
giant, like,
it's a hallway.
Coral passageway in an abyss of water. This is fantastic. This is the immensity of this moment lost on you people.
Yes, it is.
Real quick, Seth, I want to roll sleight of hand because I was not drinking alongside Sensen. If I can roll the correct sleight of hand, I am trying to get Sensen to be the fuck quiet for a goddamn minute, if that would be cool.
But Sensen's always quiet.
He's
talking for a minute. It's amazing. He's philosophy. He's like,
we can usually count on him to be the stable person in our group, and now he's gonna be Piranha. What the hell, you two?
Wait, also,
what?
I don't know about you guys. I don't know a single man who gets quiet when he gets drunk.
That's a good point.
That's the best statement I've heard in the last half hour.
By quiet, I mean passed out. I mean passed the fuck out.
He's now like philosophizing like a mofo right now. He's like,
pray.
Can we just call him Mulligan and start over next time?
Absolutely not.
He's phenomenology. What is it? Ontologically or epistemologically, whatever you said like a month ago. He's all that.
All right.
Oh, no.
Ella, you don't even need to roll.
Shazara, because she's leaving
16.
because she just can't take it anymore if she hasn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
she can't
I
get
feel like
on.
Shazara and Menardin are just in the front with the giant and are just turning around and like eyeing the chaos in the back, being like, guys, we're supposed to be the emissaries of the Oracle. Shut the fuck up.
Look, I recognize that my good friend
He's
over
half
here, who
drunk
I
now.
like so much, is trying to proselytize, and we don't need proselytization right now. So I'm willing to take one for the team and get drunk with our good friend, the Dragonborn Lawful Good, and I'm willing to this is the sacrifice I'm willing to make, and you're welcome. I'm willing to get shit-faced, to get shit-housed, and take a good long nap, cuddled up, you know.
In what, the hallway?
Purely. In your fucking bag of holding. How about that? I don't know.
Holding.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
No, because there's a lot of whale poop in there.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm literally just trying to shut the fuck up.
I'm mollified by the promise of praying and philosophizing over some more whiskey later. It's fine. Well, I can wait.
It's a good plan for later.
All right. You actually finally make your way into the court of the Storm Lord. And let me tell you what it's like. There is the most massive obsidian and dragon bone skull throne that you have ever seen. Menredin, it is the most magical thing your eyes have ever seen, and you can't contemplate anything ever being more magical than this throne. It is floating several feet off the floor, and sitting in it is a slight, as storm giants go, young woman with soulful eyes who is simply staring at the party as they make their way across the floor. To her right is a very, very large storm giant in plate armor with a long beard and a huge warhammer. To her left is a woman, a storm giant woman with purplish blue skin, who can only be Imrith. As you enter the room, Val speaks up and says, "My lady Sarissa, these small folk have a message from Anam the Allfather. I would like everyone to give me a perception check." And I'm going to pull up Shazara. I'll do it for her.
19.
15.
All right. Anyone that rolled higher than 15 or above, you just notice the woman's spine stiffen when
Which one?
The woman who can only be Imrith.
Ah.
When you mention Anam the Allfather, or when he mentions Anam the Allfather.
The Allfather has requested that this message be delivered in private, however. To only the youngest of the sisters. That's what she is, right? She's the youngest.
Yeah.
I've lost her name again because I answered.
Sarissa.
Sarissa, that's right.
The huge
It is for
storm
Sarissa's
giant,
ears only.
The huge storm giant steps forward and says, "I am Imperator Uthor. I am the guardian of Sarissa. No one speaks with her alone."
Well, a guardian is probably different than advisors, but we were told that the message was for her ears and not for that of her advisors or her siblings. So if you are not an advisor or a sibling, I suppose that is the letter of the law.
He looks back
We're 5 feet tall. We cannot hurt you.
He looks back over his shoulder at Sarissa, and she stands up and says, "What you have to tell me, you may tell me in front of my advisor and my uncle."
Yeah.
And she shoos all of the rest of the giants, Val and all of the others out. She says,
Is the uncle or is one of them the one that is the bad guy?
Yeah, the
Imrith is
female
her
advisor.
advisor, and her uncle is her guardian.
While the letter of the laws we were given allows for your guardian, this other person is that would be going against what we were told by, as far as we're concerned, a god. So I'm not sure I want to tempt that fate.
Imrith looks down at you and just sneers and says, These small folk, they're plotting against you, obviously. They want to get you alone. Do away with them.
No, because we said her guardian could stay, just not you. Or the other people. Well, I'm 5 foot tall. What exactly am I going to do?
Give me a persuasion check. Would anyone like to assist?
I will assist. Yeah, I think I will assist. I think I can assist.
I got a 26.
There
I
you go,
am
you're
a
fine.
small elven royal from a distant land. I do not have the skills to hurt her if I wanted to. I am a diplomat.
You guys did fine. Both of you together, you managed to convince Sarissa to dismiss Imrith, who looks at you. If looks could kill,
We'd all be dead.
Yes, you would absolutely all be dead.
Okay.
She stands up
Lucky that they can't.
and sort of turns her back to you and looks out over the abyss and asks what it is you're here for. I am still in mourning for my father and my mother.
I'm very sorry for your loss, and I am sorry to be so disrespectful to ask your attendants to leave, but this information is for your ears alone. There's corruption in your court, and we need to make you aware of it. And I basically relay the information that we've all discussed like 12 times on this stream already, telling her in a very respectful and saddened tone, one that indicates that I am not happy to be bringing her this news, and I am very sympathetic to how painful it must be for her to hear it.
All right, you have, I'm assuming you're mentioning the Eye of the All-Father.
The Eye of the All-Father, and the whole big overarching everything, and bringing in the, the name dropping and everything to ensure that it makes sense to her more than it probably does in my brain, because I have missed several of these sessions.
She listens to you very, very thoughtfully and says, if what you're saying is true, I must place my sisters under house arrest and my closest advisor.
I know that's terrible.
Why should I believe that you are simply not lying to me about the Oracle and visiting the Oracle?
Well, I suppose the only reason I have is that I don't really have any reason to. This isn't my fight. These aren't my people. This is so far removed from anything that is my business, really. And maybe that's why we were chosen to deliver the information, because any one of your people would be considered a spy or close to the cause. But I don't know. I know that your gods have given us this information to relay to you, and I mean, what you do with it, maybe you should pray on it.
May I speak?
Are you sober?
Sarissa nods and says, please.
So, Senzen clears his throat, and he asks, may I approach?
Uthor steps in front of her and looks back over his shoulder, and she shrugs.
So he's going to very, courtily move forward. I'm assuming we have our weapons, so he's going to draw his sword and lay it flat as he approaches with his head slightly inclined, and he's going to get close enough, but not like striking distance close, like a respectful distance to her throne.
I need to roll for this one. They are.
I don't know that I would draw a weapon in this room, but
here's the problem. They're reacting like goblins in Lord of the Rings when somebody draws Soul Cleaver, right? Like Goblin Cleaver.
Oh fuck!
Her sword is a giant slayer. It is glowing blue.
Oh god!
When Senzen pulls it out. No, that's okay. That Senzen's just a little off tonight.
Oh no! I didn't even think about
Your
that. That
sword
they would
is a
be like,
giant slayer.
I wish I could retcon that. I did not mean to do that.
She got a 14, so she is not offended. Uthor takes 2 thundering steps towards you until he realizes that you're not drawing your weapon to strike anyone.
Okay. So I'm going to...
before he can say anything, I'm just like, my apologies for my companion. He's probably forgotten yet again what that sword is. It was a gift from those that have helped us on our way to get this information to you.
So he's going to just, put it on the ground and kind of that like fealty kind of knightly, and go down on one knee, put the sword in the ground gently, and he's going to say, "My lady, I am a paladin of Ilmater. My word is my bond. What we are telling you is the truth. We have been sent here on a great mission for giant kind and the entire world. We would be happy to give you more details. I know that you don't know us and you have no reason to believe us, but if you could peer into my soul, I swear to you on my God, and that we have been to the Oracle, we have heard this message, and we have come in great haste to pass it on for the good of you, your court, and the world itself."
Yes, and surely you're all, I mean, you're basically gods yourselves. Surely you can actually look into our hearts and minds and see that what we say is true.
Do I have your consent?
Sure.
I wanted to see if I can assist. Can I assist in this? And if so, how?
Nothing yet. I'll ask me again in like 2 minutes.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna.
Sorry if this is a bad idea. I'm like half asleep, but
No.
It just.
So she asks, do I have your consent?
You certainly have mine. I don't have anything to hide. I'm pretty straightforward.
And she looks at each of you in turn. I need a yes from everyone.
Of course.
Yes.
She casts a spell and asks you, please state again why you're here.
I repeat. We repeat. Everybody repeats.
She seems surprised and says, She turns to Uthor and says, well, they obviously believe everything they're saying. I would like you to gather some guards and put Mirren and Nim under house arrest for now, quietly, discreetly.
I'm so sorry.
He leaves the room, and you are alone with Sarissa.
I just express my condolences for what is happening, because it sounds terrible, and I would not want to imagine such strife within my own family.
She starts pacing near the abyss window, the window that looks out, and some huge shape brushes the window as she's talking to you. I have seen...
What is it?
Oh. Go ahead.
I was going to ask what the shape looked like. Like, is it a fishy shape?
Whaley, whalish,
okay.
tentaclish, something.
I just wanted to make sure that the dragon didn't go off and decide to attack from, like, a window somewhere.
Got it.
Is this like the observation lounge?
I know, I keep thinking like Star Trek. Like
yes, you're in 10 forward having this audience with the Storm Queen.
Awesome.
She actually says, I have no evidence to the contrary. I believe my father is still alive somewhere, being held by a power I cannot fathom.
Well, how can we help you? I feel like this has been our mission, so...
When I was a child, my mother would take me on trips to the Sword Coast and the Moonshae Isles. We met small folk who were generous and kind.
Yes.
And I think you have merit, and you bring joy and beauty and wonder to the world.
Aww.
She was murdered and dismembered by small folk.
Oh my god, that's... why?
What kind?
We don't usually go about chasing y'all down unless you're being, like, really evil and trying to kill us, too.
If you can find who murdered my mother, you might find who kidnapped my father.
What can you tell us about the ones who murdered your mother? And I'm so sorry. I'm deeply sorry that this is something that you've suffered through.
Piranha here is a wonderful tracker. She could certainly help if you have information.
When they discovered my mother's, well, what remained of my mother's corpse, she was found with one clue. She reaches into her...
It's gonna be one of those stupid duck coins.
And hands you a golden goose.
Mother!
God!
There it is.
Every fucking time.
What are we supposed to do with that?
There is.
Oh, right.
My scrying has revealed something. I have a name. I have an image of a great beast somewhere deep in the sea, and its servants, the Kraken Society.
Ew. This sounds like a Minridin thing.
It is somehow tied to this coin.
Is the Kraken Society, do they have a logo? Do they have? Do you know their marketing director? Can I talk to them? Because it feels like there's some branding that they've really excelled on, and I'm just curious.
Speaking of Krakens, Leviathans, you know, underwater beasties, I've been having connection issues.
Connection issues?
And I was told to talk to you about it.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, with her tentacle god or something.
Not a god. I have gods. He's not one of them. He's a
All
boss.
right. Fair.
I have a kind of like patron-apprentice, boss-employee relationship with a deep underwater beastie. You might know him by his name, and I like say his ancient primordial name, otherwise known as Eric.
I see. You've made a pact with this thing?
Yes. And recently I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
I am aware of this entity.
Is it evil? We've always worried about her.
It's beyond that. It doesn't care.
Oh.
Really?
Is it nice? Is it chill? Like, is it like
No.
kind?
No.
No.
However,
Oh my god.
there is another. There is another
Yes,
power in the deep. I
was
suspect this
told-
power might be behind everything.
Wait, is that the power that the captain we ran into served, do you think? Did they have an Eric that wasn't an Eric?
Priscilla.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so just to be clear, you guys never checked, you never actually asked him straight up who his pact was with.
That's fair.
No, we didn't.
I just thought that they did. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, I always kind of figured that was rude.
It could be. I don't know.
It feels very rude. It feels incredibly rude.
Y'all
It
got
feels so
14
fucking
minutes to
rude.
figure this
I
out,
know.
and I'm going to bed.
It feels
Yeah.
like something that
Yeah.
Who did you
That-
sell your soul to? Like, yeah, that's kind of.
That does sound kind of
Yeah,
rude.
that's kind of
Yeah.
like information that should be offered,
Sort of like
not
asking somebody
demanded.
about the contents of their bank account or something. It's probably not appropriate.
Well, she is putting her trust in you, and she says, "I am." If
We'll
you
do
can
everything we can to seek justice and
you can find
see
out
if
what
we
happened-
can save your father.
If you can find out what happened to my father, he will make all of Giant Kind step back in line.
That would be fantastic because many innocents are dying. I think on both sides.
I am too young and inexperienced, and I know this, to effectively use the stick. I'm sure, personally, I could kill several of the dukes, but they would never listen to a slight young girl like me. And you're looking at this 35-foot tall
Right?
giant telling you, that the other giant kings and lords would not listen to her.
Well,
Right,
just so
like,
you
well-
know, those that sent us claim that you are the wisest and smartest of all of his daughters.
Can I roll insight to see how I feel, like, as she says this? Like,
Absolutely.
am I about to, like, I feel like I'm about to pledge my fucking, like,
Right? Like, Menredin's inner monologue
Well, that's an 11. Where are we? What is our terrain right now?
You're still in the coral fortress underground. It is not Piranha. I don't think it's any ranger's favorite terrain anywhere in the world.
There's no way. Okay, well, I rolled a fucking 11, but
Would anyone else like to check?
What are we checking?
To her intentions, if you want to know.
Oh, well, I assume they're quite good. But sure. What do I need to...
Senzin, you believe she's absolutely telling you the truth?
What is that?
Yeah.
I got a 15, so...
I believe she's telling me the truth, but I also am confused. So I'm like, my inner monologue is just sitting there being like, how old is she?
Oh,
what is that noise?
I think that's Ella Spoon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My second immediate thought was, she says she can't use the stick. Is the stick a physical thing?
No, I think she meant metaphorically. The
metaphorical concept.
Yeah, she was being metaphorical. She
No, I
can't
just
beat the other
wanted to
giants to
assure-
get them in line.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to reassure her and let her know that if it means anything to her, the one who sent us said she was the wisest and smartest of all of his daughters.
I mean, she turns to you and says, as my father thought when he left me in charge. How can I help you?
Well,
make your sisters pretty happy.
we don't have any way to get back home, and I don't think we're going to be any use to you in your battle here, but we're happy to stay and help if you need us.
I would like everyone to give me a history check if you've got history.
No.
24.
You have actually heard of the Kraken Society before. Something
Wow.
you read years and years ago tells you that they were some sort of secret society that operated out of Waterdeep.
So I think I know where to find the Kraken Society. It's old information, but it's all I have to go on. I think that our search will take us to Waterdeep. So if you have the means to send us there, we can just begin straight away. Unless you think there's a use for us here.
As you're saying that, there is a commotion from the hallway. Tell me, just in general terms, where everyone is standing. Sarissa is sort of standing in front of the window. I'm assuming Senzin is sort of still on his knees, or, you know...
Yeah, he's just there, still kind of watching her, but on one knee.
All right.
So Piranha is right behind Senzin, not a clingy distance, but a respectable distance.
Okay.
I'm gonna just take a bonus action to hide somewhere.
There are plenty of large furniture things in this room that you could hide behind.
Yeah.
Is it like a bay window?
Are we still talking about the window?
No, it's like floor to ceiling. It's huge. It's a monstrous window that just looks out.
Okay, cool. I'm definitely like nose pressed against the window looking out at the fishies.
You got it.
Oh, I never changed.
The door to your east smashes open, and a storm giant body comes hurtling through the door.
Oh my god.
The woman that you had previously come to see as Imrith comes striding through, wielding a very large mace and heading straight for Sarissa.
Oh, hell no.
Wait, is that the who is it?
It's the dragon.
Dragon. It's
She
Onyxia.
looks like a storm giant.
Okay.
He stands
Ella,
up
you're
and
muted.
gets a defensive posture in front of the queen.
All right.
Wait, so a dragon just came in to murder the queen?
No,
Is
they're
that-
standing. He's shaped like a giant.
For all you know, it is actually a storm giant, but your information says that Imrith is actually an ancient blue dragon.
Oh, I thought it was a green dragon. My bad.
Oh yes, come on.
Imrith is striding straight for Sarissa, who points. She has a little scepter at her side, and she points it out at Imrith, and the
So it is a
scepter-
stick.
Well, no, it wasn't actually the stick, but it's a tiny little scepter, and she points it at Imrith, and the throne behind her glows. The brightest purple light, almost blinding. And Imrith is surrounded by this glowing purple light that takes the shape of a dragon.
Oh my goodness.
And Sarissa takes another step back in shock as Imrith says something in a language only Senzin right now understands.
What's the language?
And it's Draconic. And grabs the scepter right out of Sarissa's hand.
What do they say?
Well, hold on. This is happening too fast, and then she
Just
can
let
fill you in
him
afterwards.
finish.
Okay.
And in a flash of light, Sarissa is knocked backward into the throne, and Imrith disappears with the scepter.
What did she say? Shit.
And what she said was, "Fools, you will all die," in Draconic.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that's problematic.
As Sarissa is struggling back to her feet, Uther comes running through the door and wants to know where is Imrith, that foul beast.
It stole the scepter and run off.
He runs across the room to help Sarissa. His first thought is for her, and he looks around to make sure that you are not in league with what they are now finding out is the evil Imrith, and asks Sarissa if she's okay. She says yes, and looks to you and says, "Whatever that creature is in league with must be stopped, and it has only cemented my belief that my father is still alive somewhere and being held by these creatures."
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's.
I will. Go ahead.
What's so special about the scepter?
She deflates and says, "It was all I had left of my father. It allows me to control the Dragon Bone Throne. Or the Worm Skull Throne, it's called. Sorry. The Worm Skull Throne."
That seems problematic.
It would be
Ideal.
a problem for everyone if an ancient dragon were to control this throne.
Why? What's
Yeah.
so bad about the
Can you
throne?
explain? Yeah. Can you? I don't quite get that.
All right, so remember what I said earlier about Menredin looking at the throne and it glowing with the brightest magic she had ever seen, and she can't quite imagine anything ever glowing quite that brightly with magic?
Okay.
She says it allows me to cast certain spells at will. Well, it allowed. I don't believe the scepter is useful to Imrith without the throne. I think she just wanted to stop me scrying her.
Ah.
Okay.
I can still get you to where you need to go, and you have all of the support of this court.
Well, we're sorry to be such bearers of bad news and appreciate the support.
Where can I send you?
Waterdeep.
Should we? Are we not? Are we not sticking around? We're not sticking around.
Do you want to stick around?
Nah, I don't know. Jesus, Seth, calm down.
All right. Why don't we say you can have your last little conversation with Imrith next week, or sorry, not Imrith. With Sarissa
Not with
next
it.
week.
We'd rather pass on that if you don't mind.
You can have your last conversations with Sarissa next week, and I know folks needed to, because folks are falling asleep, so we wanted to end a little early tonight, so we will. And let me pull up ye old confessionals before we lose everyone to sleep. Who wants to go first? Do I have a volunteer?
I want to go second.
All right, I'll go clockwise.
I want to go third.
I'm gonna go clockwise then. Menredin it is.
Oh my god, I've never started.
Yep. There we go.
Oh boy. This was a doozy. But I got to bring my performance back and use it for the greater good. Which was fun. And then everything went to shit.
It was a really great performance, though.
Did anything surprise Benredin?
No?
Did you expect another golden goose?
I mean, oh. Okay, that one surprised me. We're getting quite a collection. It's getting to be ridiculous, especially since we can't spend them on anything. So, if we ever meet who is in charge of, I guess it's now the Kraken Society, I'm just going to throw them at the person's head.
Fair.
I suspect that meeting might be in your future.
And I swear to God, if it's Captain What's-His-Butt and Priscilla, I will personally pop his head off with Eric.
That was perfect. Thank you. Piranha! There we go.
I'm unmuted. Piranha has worked so hard today to not... Oh, well, thank you. To not just straight up talk out of her ass. She has censored herself deeply, 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 deeply. And so she has not said much because she knows that things she would say are probably not the best things to say. So she has not. However, she has been listening keenly. And this recent bit is deeply interesting to her. Deeply interesting, this Draconic bit. She's very curious, and she's very interested in what they're saying, and why they're saying it. And that's all she has to say.
Alright, Shazara? Oh, look, I actually still have her picture up. Awesome. There were no libraries in the Storm King's court. BJ, wake up!
Shit. What was the question?
It is your confessional. What did Delphine
I
learn?
confess that I am really tired. This adventure is exhausting, y'all. I'm really sad for the queen, and sometimes my companions just need, like, I need some duct tape. And that would make life a little easier. And what was even with the paladin? Like, he's usually like the rock of the party that you can count on to be practical, and he's just over here getting drunk and trashing their god. Like, what? No! And with the giant slaying sword, like, really? Really? I felt like my entire purpose this whole game was just pulling y'all's butts out of trouble. But everybody still did good, and I know that Piranha is really going to shine, helping us track these people, and God willing, Mindredin's people know something about these stupid coins. And we have to give, Sensen a pass, because usually it's all the rest of us being stupid. So,
All right.
That's cool.
Tiamat willing and the creek don't rise, baby.
All right.
That's all I got.
Sensen, how is Sensen feeling after this game?
I want to hug Sensen. I just want to be like, oh, it's okay, buddy.
Sensen is... He's really out of his element. He's from an arid climate. He's traveled. He's not like never left home. But this is, we're in a giant coral under the sea, surrounded by magic and crab instruments and giants, and it's just it's like a wacky dream, but he's still trusting in his God. He's excited to meet people who he spoke to someone's oracle. I mean, that's pretty astounding. And he was trying an attempt to connect. It kind of fell flat. He felt bad, but he feels that he rallied at the Queen, and he really wants kind of someone to serve. And that was like a moment he felt like he could, you know, be useful to someone in that moment, and he tried. So he felt glad that he tried to protect her when the dragon thing ran in. But of course it would be an evil dragon. Like, of course, they're always causing trouble. So he's pretty pissed about that too. So, but we'll figure this out. How does he feel
about his giant slayer longsword offering faux pas?
Like, at the time, he was like holding it out like in peace, and I guess it didn't work. Like, he's not a, like, his magic is based in faith, not arcane. So he's not like, here's my sword, I'm going to be like sting, glowing, and scare you. He's like, here's my sword, I'm holding it out in a gesture. But, you know, he understands why they stiffened, and he, you know, is glad that it didn't turn poorly.
All right. Let me go back. There we go, to the main scene. So, look, half you guys are asleep. I love it. That's why we're ending a little early tonight, folks, because everybody's had a very long day. Raiders, thank you for joining just at the end, but at least you got to see the fun confessionals. So we do that every stream. We will be back next month. We'll talk about that off stream, because I think we'll do next Monday. But, yeah. Anyone want to add anything? I'm not even going to do promo stuff tonight, because you guys are tired. Unless, Ellie, you really want to.
I'm good.
You're muted.
Ellie, you're muted.
Of course you're muted.
This Ella darling, you can hunt her up on things, and she loves you very much.
OnlyFans, $6.66, which is the best.
There you go.
Yep. ELAdarling.com, I think.
We will see everybody next week. We love you all, and be good to yourselves, be good to everybody else. Get your vaccinations and your boosters. Protect everybody. We love you all, and we'll see you in a week.
I fucking love you guys.
Mwah.
Thank you.